This is the new Off-Grid Knives Sidekick, and if you've been looking for an affordable, everyday carry crossover fixed blade, something that you can use in your day-to-day life, but then take out to the outdoors, get work done, beat on it, not worry about, and even if you're a novice, hone this edge back, this may be the answer to all of your problems. If this is your first time here, I'm Greg. Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Let's get started. First and foremost, I'd like to invite you all to let us know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. Love seeing what you guys are carrying. I have an action-packed video for you. Not only are we taking a deep dive into the Sidekick here, giving this a little review, but we're going to dive into some of the technical and spec side of things, as well as I have a brand new one here to unbox for you. So we're going to be getting quite a bit here in this episode. Now, the first thing that stands out to me about the brand new Sidekick is that this is going to be coming in at $60. And when I first saw photos of this, I predicted to myself that it would be a little bit more than that, depending on what the materials of this knife were. And we're going to talk about that now. Now, you can only pick these up on their website. I'll have that link down below. And this thing just has surprised me since I first saw it, since I pulled it out of the box. I mean, every step of the way, I have enjoyed this knife. Now, we're still early on here. Could call it the honeymoon phase with this knife. But I've done a lot with it really quickly here. And I have really enjoyed this thing. So we're looking at a big belly harpoon drop point here. And this one has a black wash finish. What steel are we looking at? We are looking at Sandvik's 14C28N, which is an absolute perfect steel, especially in regards to what we are trying to get out of this knife. We're looking for toughness. We're looking for dependability. We're looking for corrosion resistance. And not only is 14C basically top of the charts and in with the best of the best in those companies when it comes to corrosion resistance and toughness, 14C resides at the very top of those in with the best of them. Now, edge retention, it's okay, not bad at all, especially for an EDC knife and kind of an outdoor knife. What makes 14C very special is 2 out of the 3 categories it really excels at. It's mediocre with the edge retention, but what really makes it nice is it is easy to get an edge back on 14C. With it being properly sharpened out of the box, even if you are a novice, you can get an edge back on 14C. It is one of the steels that I recommend to people if you're going to start practicing. You know, there's a couple steels, and I believe that 14C is one of them. Now, they're running this at a strict 59 on the HRC, and I think that is perfect. 14C does well between like 58 and 60, right around in that ballpark, and they hit it right there at 59. You're going to be getting almost everything out of the steel at that HRC, in my opinion. We're looking at heavily textured G10 handles here with a bunch of sculpting. Everything is finished very nicely, fitted very well. We are looking at full tank construction, of course, here. And then we have jimping all the way down this thing. And early on here, guys, if you have a large or XL sized hand, this thing is going to feel like it was made for your hand because of how the thickness kind of comes out to the tail, how it has this slight curve to it. It is, you know, depending on your hand, going to feel like, damn, it just fits and it feels really good. And then you add in, it has this ramp here with this jimping. Whew, I'm telling you what, guys, even bearing down into this thing, getting into some maple and some other various woods that we have down there, this thing has been really comfortable and really pleasant to use as well. Now, we don't have a lanyard hole, sadly, guys. I'm really broken up about it. don't have a lanyard hole, so we'll have to just get by without that. We have a nice sharpening choil here, and we'll move to our sheath. And the sheath is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for, especially out of a $60 knife. We have a Kydex taco sheath here. Great job. We have great access to our handle here. That is forgotten about and looked over by a majority of companies that put fixed blades out. Being able to get in here and on this handle while it's still in the sheath is a big deal to me. Not only it's just convenience and it's just easy and it's without thought. You need to cut something or you need the fixed blade, you can literally pull it out and have it in your normal grip when you're pulling this out of the sheath. And that is a big deal to me. So that is undercut perfectly there. We also have a nice thumb ramp here. It's going to be softened down and chamfered over. Really nice. I have not had a single issue out of the sheath. Retention is really good. A nice click on the way in and a nice pop on the way out. Couldn't ask for anything more. A lot of companies need to take note. This is exactly how it should be done in regards to an EDC fixed blade. Then we have a little drainage hole down there on the bottom. Now, I've been using this with this clip, and I have to say, I like to wear sweatpants and joggers and stuff like that with my jeans and my tactical pants, right? This clip has worked on everything that I've put it on. Even when I'm wearing sweatpants, I can put this on my side and it works. You know, it's not the most ideal thing, but I've just been trying it out, keeping it with me, and it works really good. Now, it's not meant for that. This is meant to go on a belt. And what this does is give you the ability to carry this in a scout manner. You can carry it vertically, and you can carry it kind of at a canted position, like if you want to carry this crossbody in the front of you, which is how I've carried this quite a few times, is carrying it offset like that with a left hand draw. So I really like this clip. It reminds me of one that Rake has done in the past. Not quite exactly, but you can see here how the clip is offset and it's going to be directly in line with your fixed blade. And what that really helps with is make this feel like it's not a whole lot of weight. And we're going to check that here in a moment. But as far as the package you get out of the box, this thing is really set up and ready to go. I mean, of course, you could argue an Ulti-Clip, you know, you could go that route as well. But as far as this being a pure crossover fixed blade, that is the type of clip you're going to want right there. You can take this directly from a scout carry in kind of a hidden position in one way or the other. And then you can turn this completely into a vertical, you know, outside the belt, outside the waistband. You know, it's going to be out and over your shirt. And you can easily access this and use this as a camp knife, an outdoor knife, a companion knife. It's just going to shine in a lot of positions. So really like the setup and the package out of the box. Now, as far as the cutting goes, this thing has done really well with everything that I've put it up against. And as I said, it's been very comfortable. We are going to do further testing on this fixed blade here in the very, very near future. Now that we have nice weather upon us, we're going to be doing quite a bit more of that type of stuff. Now, the size that we are looking at is about 3 1/4 inches of cutting edge, 3 5/8 of total blade, and we're coming down there right under 7 3/4. I can pretty much settle this with size comparisons with two of the most popular fixed blades that are out there right now. We have the Kaiser Smolt and we have the Kaiser Militov fixed blade. And this knife is going to fall like right in between both of those. It's a little bit bigger as far as length than the Smolt, but it's going to have quite a bit of thickness, and that is going to come in handy if you really need to use this fixed blade. That's what I have found. You know, handles like these are nice for EDC and stuff like that, but if you really had to bear down on this handle or this handle for an extended period of time, it's not going to be anywhere near as comfortable as something like this is. So you get the added thickness with this, and yeah, that could be, you know, posted as a negative, but in my opinion, you know, it's not geared just for EDC. So that's something that has to be taken into account. And if you're going to, you know, tell me I need something that I can do a little bit of everything with, I'm going to take this one over these two, no question about it. Just comfortability and materials as well as price. I mean, this thing really just fits the bill as the perfect crossover fixed blade. Now, in order to save some time, we're not going to dive into visual tech specs with everything. As far as the weight goes, this is going to be 5.1 without the sheath and clip. With the sheath and clip, it's going to be about 7.4. If you took this clip off and added an Alti clip, you'd probably be down under 7 ounces total. So kind of depends on what you're trying to get out of this fixed blade. If you wanted to strictly carry this in the pocket, then by all means, you know, an Alti clip would be perfect. If you were always going to carry this scout carry, I could see getting scout straps. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. But as far as versatility is concerned, this and it being able to be adjustable, it just works really well. And you also have, I wanted to mention, when you slide this in, it has this clip that really locks it in from being able to go anywhere. That is what that clip is for. So really works good. It's well thought out, well done, and about as good as you can get with the versatility that that brings. Now, as far as our handle thickness and our blade thickness, we are going to be looking at a 0.74 for the handle thickness. We are going to be looking at 135 thousandths on the nose for our blade stock thickness. And then we'll get a rough idea here of behind the edge. And we're looking at about 33 thousandths in that particular spot with that particular hold. So we have a very robust platform here. So let's take a look at this and see what comes in this package. If you were to, say, pick one of these up, what would you get? Well, it's going to come out of the mailer, sealed in cellophane there. And then we're going to have some really nice packaging here. Let's go ahead, and we're not even going to dilly-dally here. We're going to just pull it out. Sometimes that cardboard can be the devil. Not quite as bad as clamshell, but it can be pretty bad. Get a nice little packet here, company info, catalog of their knives, microfiber cloth, stickers, really nice little package. And then your fixed blade is going to also come completely sealed in this plastic here. And we'll cut that open. And we will see that I believe there's definitely two, because we have two here. I'm not sure if there's another one as well. But this is, I love the murdered out as well. But man, there is something about the coyote and the gray that just really does it for me. So what's probably going to happen is I'm going to test this one and beat on the black washed one, then probably give it away at some point, and then I'll keep the FDE and gray here. It's another thing. This thing is really balanced. It's easy to maneuver. Now, this is going to have its limitations, of course. It's not going to be a chopper. As far as what this is designed for, this is the best way I can lay this out for everyone, whether you're a beginner or you're an expert. This is, for its design intention, it's beautiful. It's perfect. I mean, for day-to-day, everyday carry stuff, this is going to work. No, it's not going to cut 1,000 miles of cardboard, but for EDC tasks, it's going to be great just cutting this open, cutting that open, taking this into your campsite or onto your campsite. Maybe you need to break up some small feather sticks for a little fire or something. You don't have to, but you got the knife, the fixed blade that's capable. You can use this to get a fire going. No question, it's not going to spark a ferro rod. Carry a striker with you, of course, but this is going to do a lot of things really well. The only thing I haven't really ran this through is going to be food prep. I think it's going to be just fine for a camp, a camp kitchen prep type knife. You're not going to want to fill a whole restaurant with using just this knife. But as far as around camp and just using this as a basic cutting up your meat, cutting up your veggies real quick, I think this is going to be just fine. But as I said, we are going to be running this knife through a series of tests here within the next couple of days. Really good retention, same exact thing as the black one there. And we could even do something like that there if we wanted to, but probably won't do that. I think that looks really good, although that also looks pretty good. I'll have to figure that out, and they work really good with each other. So that just goes to show tolerances are really nice with these and really well executed. You guys will have to let me know. What do you think of the off-grid Sidekick here? I'd love to hear from you guys. And let me know your thoughts on EDC fixed blades. Is it something that you have decided to dive into or something you're planning on maybe picking up? If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, you can always leave them down in the comments. I'd be happy to try and help you out. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new to the channel here and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. I'll pop up a couple of new ones on your screen. Go check one of those out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.